Alright, we are back. And I just got past an uncensored part. So we're going to get started here. Go here. And yeah, okay.
I
Go for it.
quickly shower and clean myself off, and rejoin Sloth in his bed 10 minutes later. Sloth is already sound asleep, and for some reason, doesn't seem like a bad idea. Sloth's laziness must be rubbing off on me. I lay myself down next to him, and fade off to dreams.
See, I knew it. His sloth powers are rubbing off. Slothness, or whatever you want to call it.
I wake up, and everything is still dark. I glance over to Sloth. He's already awake, checking his phone and dressing. His movement must have been what woke me up.
Huh, we got a text. Let's see who texted us. Oh, Greed. Great. Heard you were with another billionaire last night. Yeah, Sloth, of course. LOL, how did you hear that? I have my ways. Can't talk much. I'm in bed with him right now, just waking up. I'm richer than him, you know. Not for long if Ralph comes after you, which he was going to do, and toward the end of his route, they were talking about it. They're going to kill him. First, they're going to kill his demon, get rid of his demon. Then they're going to go after Greed and kill him. Which I can't blame him. Greed is he's he's bad. He's bad. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know if you could say he's worse than Raph, but whatever he had, whatever was going to happen, he probably had it coming. I'm sure Greed has it coming. I mean, in the Greed route, there I got to a point where he killed us. So, with that being said, yes, I'd say yeah, get rid of him. But of course, Lucifer would have to get somebody else to go be Greed. Hopefully, they wouldn't be an asshole like this guy was. Probably LOL. Talk to you later.
I wake up, and everything is still dark. I glance over to Sloth. He's already awake, checking his phone and dressing. His movement must have been what woke me up. Good morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I did. Had some wild dreams about you, though.
I did too. Off topic, but my plane is scheduled to depart in 2 hours. We'll have to arrive an hour before or so.
Sounds good. I'll be ready to go shortly. I get up and clean myself up. I toss my few possessions and extra clothes in one of the complimentary briefcases provided by the hotel. It's kinda crazy to me that I'm gonna travel halfway across the world with someone I just met. But I've gotta pass Lucifer's test.
Well, we're at the end of the route. I mean, we went through all the other routes and fished them, so this would be the end of Sloth route. And like I said, it would be the sweet ending, I would hope.
We finish gathering a few odds and ends and exit the suite. Sloth seems upbeat and happy to be leaving. I'm feeling a bit nauseous. I'll have to tell Sloth that I have to leave for a time.
Why are you feeling nauseous for?
I hope he'll understand, since he's a deadly sin as well. But looking at how happy he is, I feel like he'll be crushed. I'll have to talk to him when the time is right.
Why? You don't have to leave. We already went through all the other ones.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing. Just thinking of how I've never been to Russia.
I think you'll like it. It's a lot colder than Vegas, perfect for cuddling.
His enthusiasm sends a pang of guilt through me. I want him to be happy, but I also don't want to be taken back to hell if I don't complete Lucifer's task.
This would be completing Lucifer's test. I mean, we're on the last deadly sin.
Sounds perfect for us.
I hope so. I've got a pretty nice house there. Even if you don't like the cold, I keep the house nice and toasty.
I'll be toasty anywhere with you. Sloth doesn't reply, but stops walking and gives me a hug. He looks in my eyes, and all I see is contentment.
Thank you, Kosuke. You have improved my self-esteem in ways you cannot imagine. I am excited to see what the future holds for us.
We continue walking, the silence between us peaceful and secure. A private limousine driver greets us at the back of the casino and takes our bags. The drive to the airport is relatively little talking. It seems too early for normal conversation. We arrive at the airport's private entrance. Apparently, rich people get to fly without having to go through normal security, since they're all registered and tracked. Sloth presents my identification and is waved through. I don't know where he got that identification, but apparently it was forged well enough to not arouse suspicion.
Fake passport or something?
Sloth's plane is waiting on the tarmac. It's a large plane. Larger than expected, anyway. A large, burly pilot greets Sloth and nods curtly to me. We walk up the stairs leading into the plane cabin, and the pilot begins pre-flight checks. The plane interior is luxurious, with leather seats and an open cabin designed to hold only a handful of people. A large TV and other entertainments dominate a far wall. A full-sized bed lays directly in front of it. It's obvious the plane was custom-made for comfort.
The flight will take about 13 hours. We have to stop in New York to refuel. It's pretty tiring.
Wow, that'll be the longest flight I've ever been on. I guess we'll have to figure out ways to pass the time.
I guess so.
We settle in for takeoff. The pilot crackles something over the speakers in Russian to Sloth. I can't understand it, but Sloth immediately blushes and looks at me, then away. What did he say? Is something wrong?
No. He said he's glad I found, someone. And a few other things I'm not going to repeat.
That's sweet of him.
He's great.
The plane lifts off after a short delay. Looking out the window, the desert of Vegas whisks past us, and then we're airborne. Sloth gets up and lays on the bed and turns on the TV. He waves me over and I join him. We lay down and cuddle and start finding ways to pass the time. We arrive in Russia and are streamlined through a security checkpoint. Everyone seems to know Sloth, and by that association, nobody really cares who I am. It's obvious Sloth is pretty much a celebrity in his homeland. A driver greets Sloth and takes his luggage. He ushers us into Sloth's vehicle, and we're soon driving towards his home. And wow, what a home it is. Sloth's home is a monument to his love of convenience. It's a large, modern-looking building, a heated driveway, so nobody has to shovel it. Automated gates, automated everything. This is a really, really nice house.
Thanks. I had a great architect design it.
We walk inside, escorted by Sloth's driver carrying our luggage. The front door opens immediately into the foyer. A short walk, and we're heading towards Sloth's living room. Automated lighting follows us, illuminating the house. Pretty incredible. Are the lights motion sensor?
They are. But once they see something move, they are active for a half hour. It prevents them from shutting off too easily.
Nice, that's smart. We pass a personal gym that looks like it's never been touched, a large bedroom, and a massive room lined with blinking computers. That must be the room that contains the house automation systems. We arrive in the living room, which expands into an open kitchen. The kitchen is stocked with all manner of sweets. I chuckle when I see it, but what's even more amazing is the drones. A few sleek flying drones buzz around the kitchen, gathering ingredients and operating appliances. A single humanoid robot dressed in a butler outfit jabbers commands to the drones.
That's my butler, Confetti. He's a super intelligent chef bot. I had him modified to monitor most of the other systems I have running here. Confetti, I have a guest that will be staying with us for a while.
A pleasure to meet you. Please excuse me while I make you treats that will astound and delight.
Confetti turns around and brandishes a giant carving knife. Yelling something in Russian, Confetti chases after a rogue drone, sending it buzzing away.
They're making some desserts for us, if you're wondering.
I was actually. That's pretty incredible.
So, this is where we'll be staying. I hope you like it.
I pull Sloth close to me and give him a hug. For such a successful guy, he can be adorably uncertain at times. There's a loud clatter from the kitchen as Confetti knocks over a jar of sugar, but we barely notice it. I kiss Sloth briefly and look him in the eyes. I love it, but you told me you'd show me around Russia. I'd love to experience some of the local culture and food, if you have any ideas for doing that.
That sounds awesome. There's a shopping market set up 10 minutes from my house. They sell all sorts of stuff, but especially locally made candy, which is important.
That sounds great. Candy is important.
Yes, and I have an extra scarf you can wear. It gets very cold here at night.
Aw, thanks.
I'll call my driver. We can definitely see some stuff before it gets dark.
It's been a week since arriving in Russia. Sloth and I have experienced a lot of things together, and seem to be settling into a routine now. Sloth sleeps most of the day, while I practice drawing or painting, and try to block out Confetti's random outbursts from the kitchen. Sloth is really a gentle soul. My time here has been the most peaceful I've ever felt. Sloth also likes to play computer games during his limited waking hours. I've been playing some with him, and honestly, a simple life like that with my boyfriend is all I could really ask for.
Oh.
I stare at my painting. It's me and Dmitri, one of my best works. Now that Lucifer's test is finished, I kind of expected a visit from him. Some sort of congratulations. Anything to acknowledge that I did what he wanted. But I wasn't sure if I'd get that, so... I have as much freedom and time as I want now. Maybe enough time has passed that I can tell Sloth I'm the deadly sin of lust, and we can get back to Vegas. I know Lucifer didn't reincarnate me to be the deadly sin of Russian seclusion.
Hello, Kosuke. Congratulations on passing my test.
Thanks, I think.
Thanks? I was just thinking about you.
I know. That old phrase, speak of the devil and he shall appear, applies to thoughts as well. What are you thinking about?
Well, I was wondering if you had problems with me being here with Sloth. I kind of thought I was supposed to be in Vegas.
Where you go does not matter to me once a test is complete.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Really? I mean, that's good to know.
I came here to give you this ring. It will allow you to visit hell, if you want to.
I don't think so.
There's not much in hell I would want to visit for.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oops, that was blunt.
I thought that way once, about heaven. But unlike my own experiences, I do not try to destroy my own wayward children.
I see.
I must be going. Tell Sloth I said hello when he wakes. I have always had a soft spot for him.
Yeah, okay.
I'll tell him.
You better. I will drop in to see you every now and then. For now, take care of Sloth. And...
I pause as Lucifer disappears in front of me, waiting for him to finish. And...
well done.
Gee, thanks. Well, I guess that's a sweet ending. Let the credits roll.
Alexis! Stay kinky, darling.
Oh, that was the end. And as you see, we're down to 0 money, so. Well, thanks again for watching on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. Those of you who haven't done so already. My next recording I'll finally be back on the original company to try and finish up the Natsumi route. I know we're getting pretty close to the end. So, I will see you guys later.